First wave was really a kind of a daunting experience in terms of learning, adjusting ourselves, and really transforming the hospital from a regular hospital to something which was like completely dedicated to COVID and only to COVID.
This is the Jewish General Hospital. It was one of the first facilities in Quebec to accept COVID-19 patients a year ago as the pandemic began. Dr. Carl Weiss says infectious diseases represent the most significant challenge to modern medicine. Now, he's asking for your help to fight them.
Think about HIV or antibiotic resistance or Zika or dengue or H1N1 or Clostridium difficile, and obviously now with COVID-19. So it revolves a lot about infectious conditions. And this is why we wanted to create something that will enable us to have a kind of a powerful tool to potentially help Quebecers in general a lot better in the future to tackle infectious conditions.
Weiss says, despite the hospital being at the forefront of fighting infectious diseases in Quebec since way before the appearance of COVID, he admits this was not something they were expecting.
We were prepared, but we had to face something which was like unprecedented for us. For anybody who, is alive since the Second World War, we never went through a confinement and a curfew and things of that magnitude. So the first wave was, first of all, a learning experience. It was a humbling learning experience.
Head of infectious diseases at the Jewish General Hospital, Weiss is the spokesperson for a fundraiser for the future Center of Excellence in Infectious Diseases, a center he foresees comprising of 10 physicians specializing in microbiology and infectious diseases, as well as nurses, laboratory technologists, infection prevention and control personnel, and research staff will all be dedicated to research antibiotics, vaccines, infection prevention, and infection control.
We will be able to have more people to start testing new antibiotics, new vaccines when they're available. So to be able to be part of being at the cutting edge of new drug development.
For more information, visit ordinaireextraordinaire.ca. In Montreal, Sasha Obis, City News.